All right, peace, peace, peace. First and foremost, man, hopefully the Most High in your house shall bless you all day. By His mercies, we are consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house shall's body. Two, we're naturally alive, man. And, we kind of going to get into this, man, like, too, because, let's look at this in a sense, right? Because a lot of times, too, I was just thinking about this the other day, like, honestly, like, really, because we're let's get Jeremiah 6:2 real quick. Because honestly, man, because a lot of times me and my homie was talking last night, and he was going into we was kind of talking about the he was going into he shows me a clip of pretty much these liberal modern Western women, honestly, like in the clip saying what they cook or what they do this and that, and we know the kind of now the typical answer, man, but pretty much, man, like we're that, like, how, like we always say on here, to know how our people act, like, we have to know the conduct of women and children. That's why we're likened to, our people are likened to women and children, like, the children of Israel, or like Jeremiah 6:2, what we're about to read here. Jeremiah 6:2, it says, I have, it says, I have likened the daughter of Zion to comely and delicate woman. So see that? Yeah, man. So we're like, pretty much how modern day these liberal Western women act. Honestly, it's a reflection of how, like, our people act toward the Most High outside, like, especially like the men, honestly. But pretty much, man, we just kind of like shout out to brother Assembly Firstborn, because we was talking about this on a class last night, man. Kind of like, talking about, like, because he says this goes into this a lot, and I notice this too in spiritual fear, whether it's in the knowledge or wherever, it's Christianity, Jehovah's Witness, Baptist, Pentecostal, whatever, man, Mormons, whatever, even in the knowledge in the word. I mean, this word was written for our learning, like Romans says, but honestly, like, we look at what these people did in the past and say, oh, how could they do this and that? But, this is for our learning. And also, too, these were humans, people just like us, honestly. But, I'm saying to say that, too, because then people can start being a little disrespectful at times. Unknowingly and not knowingly sometimes. But, because there are people that are more righteous than them, man. Because a lot of times, especially, like, where people was like, we're Eve, honestly. It's our people, Eve. We had the word, and we did what we wanted to do. We rejected it as well, because that's what Galatians 4:26 is about, honestly. So whenever I'm doing this, because whenever we condemn Eve, honestly, we're condemning ourselves, man. So let's get this in Galatians real quick, man, because I just wanted to get into this, man, and then we're gonna get to hit this inside out. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna close out, but let's get this in Galatians chapter 4 and verse 26. It says, um, it says, um, but Jerusalem is above free, which is the mother of us all. Now, doesn't Eve, like, mean mother of us all, honestly? So that's how you could tell that, that, like, we're Eve, honestly, from the beginning. And when the Most High Yahushua, like, and Adam and Eve was about how Most High Yahushua would deal with us in the end. But we just gonna get into this real quick, man, because whenever we talk about Eve, we're catching, like, we're condemning ourselves, man. Let's get this too. Ecclesiastes chapter 27, real quick, man. Then we're gonna close out, man. Ecclesiastes chapter 27, verse 25, it says, who casteth a stone on high casteth it on his own head, and the deceitful stroke shall make wounds. So see, when we talk about Eve, man, like, we are condemning ourselves, man. So, I just wanted to talk about that real quick. So hopefully this is edifying. So peace.